And that right there is why I usually opt to get rid of the calcite. Because that Druzy is phenomenal. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at it. It's not showing well because it's dry, but there are really nice fortifications in this one as well. Alright, I am back at the shop, and there is a lot of stuff to unpack and clean, so let me get to scrubbing these off and let's see what we got into. Alright, I'm still going through everything, but there is so much nice stuff in here. This is all of the confirmed Fortification agates. Just like the Ammonite video I released a little while back, with Bear Canyon, and like the TP Canyon video I made, the best way to go about it is to bring out large pieces, because if you split everything in the field you might end up ruining what could be a really nice agate. So I still have all of those to go through, and I haven't even shown you the big ones yet. So I'm going to pick out some nice ones to cut really quick and see if they've got any cool stuff going on, and I'll be right back. Alright, I wanted to show you all these ones really quick. Look at those glittery pockets of quartz in there. Those are going to be some beautiful geode. Wanted to show you before and after, because I'm going to dunk these in the muriatic acid to dissolve out all of that extra stuff so that it really shows off the quartz pockets. So here is before, and here is after. My gosh. Alright, let me get close-ups on each one of these. The Druzy in these is just ridiculous. Oh gosh, don't fall over, camera. Ah, look at how beautiful that is. Just brilliant. There's a gorgeous quartz pocket in this one. Oh, so cool. I love these things so much. Here's another one. Just beautiful. Really nice dark Druzy on this one. Ah, they're so cool. I love them so much. Each one of these has fortification, by the way. Here's another beautiful one. Gorgeous Druzy all over that. And I went ahead and polished a face. I don't know if it's going to show very well, but really nice fortification in there. And then this is probably the most shocking of all. This pocket was completely filled in with calcite. Look at this. That is just crazy. That is one of the prettiest Druzy pockets I have ever seen. Alrighty, so I thought it would be interesting to show you all how I decide which ones get put through the acid to clean them and which ones do not. So here's a good example right here. This one right here has very nice calcite crystals, and I don't want to damage those because this is actually a pretty cool piece. So this will definitely not be getting put through the acid. On the other hand, pieces like this, you can see that beautiful Druzy in there, but it's kind of a little bit coated with minerals, mainly calcite, calcium carbonate, and I would much prefer to show off that Druzy pocket than the little low-grade crystal and that film. So that will get put through the acid. It will likely look a lot like this once it's done. And you can see why I would rather show this off than the calcite. And then you have big beautiful pieces like this, where this is a massive Bear Canyon agate. And you look at pieces like this, and they're so coated in dirt and that calcium carbonate that you really can't tell what you have your hands on. If it's just going to be low grade or if there's actually good fortification and crystals in there. So I'll use my monster piece right here. Oh gosh, this thing is heavy. Definitely the biggest Bear Canyon I've ever found. This thing is an absolute monster. I don't have a scale that I can accurately weigh it with, but it is huge. It weighs a lot. And let me show you a good way of telling if it's going to be mainly calcite or mainly quartz. Alright, so here is that big piece. And this right here is how we're going to tell what's quartz and what is calcite. I've got my black light right here, and I don't know how well it's going to show. Actually, let me get a little closer. It might show better. So you can see it has that film all over it. So one thing that calcium carbonate does is it fluoresces under a black light. So if we shine our light on it, of course my camera does some really weird stuff with the black light, but you can see that film is glowing green, whereas the purple is just normal agate and quartz. So we can see that the majority of that film is calcium carbonate, which means most of these pockets are actually just a calcite film, and there's going to be a lot of good quartz inside of there. So I think I'm actually going to submerge this in the muriatic for a while and get all of that stuff off, and we're going to see what we have here, because this is very likely a really nice Bear Canyon agate. That's so cool. Here's a small example, but still a good example. Just looks like a little geode in there. If I set it down and shine the light on it, you can see, again, ignore the purple. It looks kind of orange on my camera, but it's purple. And we're gonna just go off of that green. So that's actually a pretty cool specimen, and I don't think I'm gonna put that through the acid. Ah, that is really cool. I'll get a little bit closer for you. Ah, that is awesome. Alright, now while that's dissolving, check out this other big one. These beautiful quartz pockets. That black Druzy pocket right there is just insane. And the camera's probably not showing it very well, but it actually has some really nice fortification around here. And this, like the other one, is a very heavy Bear Canyon agate. That is a really big one. Really nice. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, well, while that one is dissolving, how about I show you some of the fossils we found. Before I show you these fossils, though, I'd just like to say, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Yeah, it is great to have you here. If you haven't subscribed already, maybe consider doing that. If you're into rocks, fossils, and shells and carving, I do a whole lot of that on this channel, and there's always a lot more to come, and we would love to have you, so. So we got into some very nice Griffia, which are devil's toenails. Some of them are really interesting because they're almost red, like this right here is a very, very typical devil's toenail. That color, I mean. But some of these are just, of course it's not showing very well on camera, but it's pretty much red. It's like a rust red color, and that's not a coating, that's a natural color. Ah, so cool. And yeah, you can see there's definitely no shortage of them. Alright, so these ones have some wonderful fortification, and looks like they have some really pretty quartz pockets, but there's some low-grade calcite in there, so I'm going to toss these ones in. Super cool. And again, that's a nice calcite pocket, but it's super weathered, so it's really not that great. But yeah, we'll toss it in and see how it turns out. Okay, I'll show the other ones in a minute, but remember that last one I showed you that was just filled with calcite? The weathered one? Well, look what it turned into. And that right there is why I usually opt to get rid of the calcite. Because that Druzy is phenomenal. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at it. It's not showing well because it's dry, but there are really nice fortifications in this one as well. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I love it. Bear Canyons are just the best. I just cannot believe some of these Druzy pockets. Just crazy. This one, that is such a gorgeous big Druzy pocket. Wonderful fortifications. Again, I don't know if I have the heart to cut this or just leave it as a specimen. That is the real hard question, because there's really nice fortifications in here, but I don't know. Help me in the comments. My gosh, you guys, look at this one. It's so pretty. There are just fortifications everywhere. And it's wet so that I can show you the fortifications, but that is a gorgeous Druzy pocket. Oh, it's so pretty. I love Bear Canyons so much. They're the best. Also, these ones that I showed you, I haven't gone ahead and polished them yet, but I will definitely show in another video once I finish doing that, because these have just ridiculous fortification in these. These are really, really nice. That's a good size Bear Canyon agate, about the size of a baseball. Oh, it's so cool. And it's wet right now, so it's not showing, but all of those dark pockets are just brilliantly sparkly Druzy. I love Bear Canyon so much. Such amazing agates. I can't believe the fortifications on this one. Again, I haven't polished. These are just cut. I'll be going back and polishing soon, but that's actually an amethyst pocket right there. So pretty. Really, really light amethyst, but still. And here's the other side. Oh, I wish my lighting back here was better, because it's not showing the fortifications too well, but oh, it's so pretty. Man, didn't some of those just come out beautifully? I just wanted to show you this big one. It's amazingly still slightly wet after like 8 hours, but it has some absolutely outstanding geode pockets throughout the whole thing. Yeah, this is definitely a gorgeous piece. Just huge. Here's that other big one. I cleaned it off and it just has some brilliantly beautiful Druzy pockets. This one's a lot easier to handle because it's not like 20 pounds, but yeah. So pretty. I love these things so much. Well, I think that is going to do it for this one. I have a lot more of these to go through and still have to put them all away, so definitely let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of the Bear Canyon agates, because I love going up there, so I'd be all for going up and hunting for some more. But if you would like to see more of how they transform, definitely let me know in the comments, because I love working on these, and as you can plainly see, I have a lot more that I need to process and go through. So as far as the giveaway goes, I will be announcing the winners in the next episode. Likely. I will make a post telling you all when I am cutting off the comments, and that is just because I am gonna need a couple days to go through and figure out who won. So look forward to that coming very, very soon. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely don't hesitate to like and leave me a comment. I love having conversations with each and every one of you. I will have the next one out very, very soon. And yeah, stay safe, everybody. My gosh, you guys, look what I just discovered. I don't know if the camera's gonna show it, but these devil's toenails fluoresce bright orange, and I did not know they did that, and I probably shouldn't be as excited about it as I am.